Hey everyone, I'm Norm Farrar, and today we're going to be looking at top problems encountered by new Amazon sellers. But before we get into it, don't forget to subscribe to our channel below and make sure you check out privatelabellegion.com for free information and resources. And also check out our Facebook group and give us a like. Now let's jump into it. With any new endeavor, you are always bound to come across hurdles that are simply a part of the learning process. So don't get discouraged if you've had some setbacks. We call that paying your Amazon tax. With experience, you'll be able to learn what mistakes to avoid and will hopefully be able to take a look back and laugh at some of your early blunders as a new Amazon seller. With that being said, let's take a look at some of the more common mistakes so that you can be prepared and do your best to avoid them. First, cash flow or your initial investment. Many new Amazon sellers underestimate the upfront investment that's needed for their very first product. Make sure that you factor in your costs like product development, shipping, packaging, inserts, returns, defect rates, Amazon FBA fees, PPC, and the list just goes on and on. And Amazon only pays, for the most part, their sellers every 2 weeks. This means that you'll need at least half the cost of your second shipment on top of the upfront costs ready before you see a single cent in sales. This is where knowing your numbers inside and out can save you from making costly mistakes. Make sure you know all of the costs associated with your product. Many new sellers don't factor in all of the costs of their products. So when it's time to run promotions, they end up losing money. And even worse, they don't even realize that they're losing money. Next is Amazon's Terms of Service, or better known as TOS. Many sellers don't stay up to date with the constant changes of Amazon's Terms of Service. This can be a crucial mistake because if anything you do falls outside of the Terms of Service, then you'll be placed at fault. This can lead to your Seller's Central account being suspended, suppressed, or even banned for life. Remember, ignorance of the law is no excuse. Okay, let's move on to reviews. When deciding on what product to buy, customers usually look at the review rating or the product reviews before they buy anything else. And yes, it is essential that you get 4 or 5-star reviews as soon as possible on your listing. Amazon has made it tougher for sellers to get reviews. Back in 2016, people were trying to game the system by incentivizing people to provide reviews. Amazon blocked that. There are many other ways that people have tried to game the system. Amazon is blocking them more and more and more. Here's a hint. Have a great product, have a great listing, and you can grow reviews organically. There are many ways that you can creatively get reviews. One is just ask for it. You can go in with a product insert and drive people over to your website asking for a review. There's nothing wrong with that. What you can't say is, if you like my product, click here. If you don't like my product, click here, and sending it to somewhere else. Also, there are all sorts of other things you can do, even within Amazon. So when you place an order, you can ask for a review. If you go into Manage Orders, you can see Ask for a Review. Just click the button. Or there are third-party software that will allow you to set it automatically to do exactly the same thing. So my recommendation is to use the tools that Amazon provides, as well as having a great optimized listing. Let's move on to competition. The competition on Amazon can be fierce depending on which niche you're in. Proper market research and proper competitive analysis is a must. Realize if you enter into a highly competitive niche, you'll be fighting a constant uphill battle with PPC reviews and pricing. Make sure you get into a niche that you feel comfortable with. All right, so let's take a quick look at pricing. Pricing determines more than just your profit margins. Pricing is one metric for how customers perceive the value of your product. If you've got a great listing that looks like it's high perceived value, you could probably ask for a higher price. Keep this in mind. You can always ask for a higher price, but it's gotta be consistent. Your listing has to be consistent with the quality of your product, and the quality of your product has to be consistent with the price. So if you've got a really great listing and a really crappy product, people are going to call you out if it's a high price. And that's the same thing. If you've got a really crappy listing, but a really good product, you're not going to get the sales. Sometimes competitive pricing will cause your product to blend in with all the countless other products from your competitors. However, if you have a higher price and your listing looks like it's a better listing, a high quality listing, then you'll stick out from the crowd and cause the consumer to think that you have a higher quality product, and you can ask for a better price. Get to understand perceived value. Learn about it. It's the fastest and easiest way to double your profit on a product. Unfortunately, we couldn't give you all of the mistakes Amazon sellers could make, but at least with these mistakes, you'll be prepared. Now, we're interested over at Private Label Legion to hear more about what mistakes you made. Just throw it over in the comment section. To get more information, subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out privatelabellegion.com for more great free resources to help you grow your business. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.